Hello and welcome back to another episode of Community Connections. I'm your host, Kevin Bargender. Today we're joined by Cody Schmitz of GET High School, a student athlete there. Welcome, Cody.
Thanks for having me.
So kind of give me a little background. Where are you from? How old are you? What grade are you in?
I'm 17 years old. I go to GET High School, Gaelic or Trempealeau. I actually live in Galesville. There's 3 towns. Confusing sometimes, but yeah.
So you were recently the WDN Player of the Year, and your head coach was also Jared McCutcheon, named Coach of the Year. What does that mean kind of to you and him as well?
Oh, it's a big honor. To fill those shoes from the recent Player of the Years. So it's the big shoes to fill. We're super happy, both of us, I know, that we are rewarded for our efforts this year. We had a huge step in direction to where we want to be next year, this year. So, we are super grateful, and many more awards to come, hopefully.
Yeah, and also speaking of awards, third team AP All-State. Like, what is that? That's insane. That's awesome to have somebody from around here as a third team AP All-State.
Truly, I was shocked. Seeing the other kids on the list. I felt extremely honored. There's some big names up there, and I'm striving to be just like those kids. See my names right up there was once again super awesome, and I was grateful for it.
I've seen a lot of recruiting websites, 6'4", 6'5". What would you say your height is?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I see the same things. Some people call me 6'4". Maybe they drop it down to 6'3", but I'm all of 6'5" here. I've been for a while now, and hopefully it changes so everything's 6'5".
So in April at an AAU tournament, you broke your leg, or actually your foot. How has that progress been going?
I've progressed a lot since then. It's actually called a Jones fracture. It's the 5th metatarsal. I've progressed a lot since then. I couldn't walk at the beginning, and now I'm fully walking. I'm starting to get back in the gym, shooting a little bit, dribbling a little bit, so I'm getting there.
Awesome. And have you gotten any scholarship offers yet going into your senior year?
Not yet, but I have been in contact with various Division I coaches still. Actually, a few months ago, I took a visit to UW Green Bay. Then a few months later, I was on campus at North Dakota State University. So I'm on the horizon. I'm expecting some soon.
And when do you kind of want to make a decision on where you want to go to college? I know it's kind of around the time that students are starting to decide for the, after their senior year.
I'm wide open, really. With the setback, it has slowed down a little bit, recruiting. So, my timeline has opened up. I really don't have a range, just, obviously before, I graduate next year.
One of the popular recruiting sites, at least for football and basketball as well, is 247 Sports. Have they reached out to you about creating a profile or anything? Or
they have not, but hopefully they do in the future.
Awesome. Yeah, a lot of the top players in the state are on that site. So looking forward to hopefully getting you on there sometime soon, and it'd be awesome to get kind of a national audience as well.
Right.
So do you want to kind of talk about your career so far?
Starting with my freshman year, I really had everything to play for. I had really nothing to lose. I was not a well-known player in the area even, and I really worked up the ladder. That first freshman year I averaged 18 points a game, I believe, and then the sophomore year I averaged above 30. So I made that big jump, and I'm just really hoping I can continue that.
So far you've got 1,811 career points. That is just awesome. You're almost at the 2,000 mark. What does that mean to you to score that much?
If I told myself freshman year that I would have over 1,800 points after my junior year, I wouldn't have believed myself. Being that high is great and all, but once again, I want to win games. So it's really just awesome. I don't know what to say.
Just looking at some other statistics, 19th place in the state for single season scoring list. You had a season high 45 points in a 80-48 win over Elk Mound in the regional finals this year. You dropped 61 points in the season opening win over Sparta in 2021. That's just awesome, getting those stats. Just what does that all kind of mean to you, being ranked 19th in the state, and then having all these other huge personal accolades?
Oh, like I told you, if I told my freshman self I would be you here, I mean, I would have been shocked, really. It's a great honor being that high. It's kind of my offensive game. It's always been kind of my forte. Being so versatile, scoring at multiple levels, kind of been my thing. And I really just hope to continue that next year.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I was also looking at your tape a little bit, and I see definitely your dribbling and your defense is very underrated. I can tell there's a lot of hustle in your defense, and you can dribble much better than most big guys can. Tell me a little bit about those two areas of your game.
First with the dribbling, helps. My dad was my youth coach growing up, so he didn't stick me in the post, the post up everybody because I was taller than everybody. He had me dribbling, he had me the point guard, so that really evolved my game. So it kept my handle tight. And with the defensive side, as much as my offense may be great sometimes, I really try to emphasize defense, in practice or just my mindset in general. Actually, this past year, I set the school record for steals in a season. I just thought that was a huge achievement for myself because, some people, don't believe I have great defense, but truly, I think I can do it.
Yeah, I've seen some of your highlights where there were some steals for sure, and I was like, wow, this guy isn't just an offensive guy and just kind of lay back on defense and let the other team score. It's definitely an all-around game, I would say. What was your favorite game so far that you've played in your career?
Most definitely, the Elk Mound regional title game. Just winning that first regional title since 2018, it was a huge step for our program. It was a lot of fun winning it with my guys. Everybody was happy. We were hitting the steps right when we needed to. So that was definitely the most exciting and my most memorable game.
Awesome. Who would you say is your favorite or most inspirational NBA or college player?
I would say Michael Jordan. I'm too young to actually watch him play in person, but just knowing what I've seen on tape, that his mindset is one of a kind. How he approached a game was something how I model how I approach my games. It's really just kill or be killed mentality, and I like that a lot.
Number 23 is your number. What made you pick that?
A little bit of him, but it also has to go with my birthday, January 23rd. It just kind of been my thing forever.
Has that always been your number?
Yeah, basically in basketball it was 23. 23 is right there. That's Cody's jersey. So it's kind of just been that thing.
Awesome, easy to identify for sure. Who have been kind of some of your biggest supporters so far?
Most definitely my parents. They're my biggest fans. They mentor me. They bring me to tournaments. They've always been there for me, so I always know I can rely on them.
Awesome. I'm sure your plans have definitely changed for the summer with the injury. What are your current plans now with the injury for the summer?
First, I want to recover, as fast but as effectively as possible. But once I'm recovered, I'm planning to attend camps this summer, get back on my AAU schedule with my team, Wisconsin Blizzard, and just from there, hoping to get back on track.
Is there a timeline on the injury yet?
We're shooting for the end of May, start of June. But like I said, I've already been in the gym dribbling a little bit, shooting free throws, so I'm getting there, but not quite.
Heading into your senior year, what do you and the team hope to accomplish that final year?
So like I said, we had a huge step in the right direction this year, winning the regional title. We made it to the sectional semi game, first time since 2018. Faced a super hard opponent, West Salem. So this next year, we're coming back hungry, and we want to win the state championship. We have the right assets for this year. This is our run. So that's definitely our goal.
Well, I'd like to thank Cody for coming down and our viewers at home for watching another episode of Community Connections. I'm your host, Kevin Bargender, and we'll see you next time.